Airbus A350 plane. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain to you guys what V1 rotate and V2 means. So make sure to stick around and let's get started. So guys, the meaning of V1 and rotate, and I'll actually we'll start with V1 now. Yeah, I'll just off my engines. Yeah, because who needs them? You need your engines, but it's too loud, you know. Okay, so V1 means the takeoff can no longer be aborted, meaning you cannot apply full reverse thrust, you cannot stop the airplane, and you have to take off even if you have an engine failure on like engine number 1 or something, but you'll still have some time to go. Okay, so the speed at which the takeoff is no longer aborted, right? So basically, what if you have to actually calculate calculate V1 upon every takeoff, because you can't have the same V1 every time, because this depends on the aircraft weight, the runway length, the weather conditions, there are a lot of other things that come into play, like other stuff. There could be incoming traffic. Actually, that doesn't really matter, but it actually matters because of your weight, the runway length, the conditions of the runway, the condition of your plane. So, if you were to like take off with V1, this would happen. Hello, passengers. Welcome aboard this flight, and we are en route to some place in California, I guess. So, hope you enjoyed this flight, and make sure to fly with us again. Thank you. Okay, flaps set. Flaps full. Takeoff power set. Obviously, we wouldn't want that to happen, so we would not abort or take off right after V1. Okay, so let's now talk about rotate. Rotate means so rotate means the speed where the takeoff, where the plane will lift off, where the lift is greater than the actual weight of the plane. So when you lift off, when you rotate, it's new plane vocabulary. When you rotate, the nose wheel will come off the ground, and you will go into there. It's a brief explanation of rotate. So if you want to rotate, you pull back on the side stick. Actually, you might actually do it automatically because of aerodynamic reasons, because the lift will actually bring the nose up, so you just have to help it a bit so it just doesn't helicopter off the ground. And hi there. Okay, so yeah, that's a brief explanation of rotate. When the plane lifts off the ground, the nose wheel lifts off the ground, the weight, the how much lift the wing is creating, is greater than the actual weight of the plane. And this is the sound. Wait, let me just turn off the engines real quick. Okay, so when you take off, these white things will appear on the wings. I believe they're called like vortexes. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, of course, guys, I'm a pro pilot. You can always watch my videos to learn more about planes. And sometimes these fog things will be created in the engines themselves. So let me just start the engines. Of course, if you've watched my last video, that means you will have to start the APU to start the engine. Why? Also, disclaimer, I don't own anything against the airline, American Airlines. I just showed that plane crashing because that's the first livery that I clicked on, so I don't have anything against it. So American Airlines, don't sue me. Okay, but anyway, we'll start the engines now. Okay, yes. And it should be started now. 5%. Okay. So let me tell you something more about V2, and I'll do it actually. Something more on the word rotate, meaning I think I heard something about that. The rotation. I actually forgot that, but the engine seemed to be on 20%, 20%. Okay, so this is what a normal rotation would look like. You would obviously have flaps full. You would have takeoff power set. One engine operative would be the speed to climb, and what I can actually do now is gear up because of the positive rate. So if you have a positive rate, gear up. Difficult time controlling this explains better. Okay, but anyway, so that's what that means. Okay, so V2, I think I already explained this, but why not? Let's explain it more. We have the headless being here. Wow. Okay, never mind that. But V2 is where if one engine was inoperative, say if I off this engine, back. Say if that engine was to fail during takeoff, of course the plane would still take off because rotate. So you would have to not abort takeoff. So if V2 means if one engine is inoperative, you have to have the speed to climb. So if you say this many knots, 155 I think, you have to have that much knots for one engine to climb. So I guess that also depends on your aircraft type. So that's a brief explanation of what those words mean. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you whenever I want, and as always, goodbye.